Okay, this is recording number 2 by Han/me, because the first recording that I made a week ago that I edited really hard on refused to render up by Premiere Pro. I don't know why. So just gonna make this one a lot simpler and shorter because that one was very long, 30 minutes long. But welcome everyone, I'm Han, and this is my equipment video for 2018 and April 22nd, 2018 as of right now, / updated equipment video. Anyway, let's go. So this is my equip right now. I've changed a decent amount compared to what I have. I think was like 2016's video of my equipment. So let me just run through. I'll start with the ring. My ring is SS ring. All my rings here, except for Meister ring, is 9% epic strength, so they're not that great, and it's probably the first thing that I will replace next first. But here's my SS jewel ring. It's an SS jewel ring and 9% strength, 120 MP, so it's the 9% strength that I'm after. Next is the Meister ring. It's unique 2-line strength, so it's 15% strength. It's decent. The add pod is 10 attack, so I'm very happy about that since you can't transfer hammer Meister ring. All my equips actually doesn't have transfer hammer effect because all of them were made before transfer hammer were a thing, so that's pretty sad, right guys? Okay, next is my Kana ring. It's 9% strength, 3% defense, so nothing special over here. 21 wah. Meister ring is 24 wah plus 10 from add pod, so 34 wah. SS ring is 20 wah. Next is Vengeance ring. It's 20 weapon attack, 20 wah, and 9% strength, 3% max HP. So yeah, another very standard ring. Here's my pink holy grail, which has the same from 2016 because I haven't changed my pocket item yet. I'm probably changing it to either a Ghost Fuji handkerchief or a higher stat one, but for now this is decent enough. Next is the Dawn pendant, which replaced my Machinator pendant last time. And funny story of how I got it is I got it from Lucas, which is my GM in Trusted and my guild right now, and he got it from the M-Day box thing, the one that you get M-Day Gachapon box or something, and there's a chance where you can get a Dominator pendant. He got the pendant. He already has a pendant, and he was like, what am I supposed to do with this? Then I'm like, you could sell it, you can give it to me, you know, wink wink nudge nudge. And he said okay, he'll give it to me on condition that I give him the P-Socks. And I was very excited, so I did give him the P-Sock and I got the Dawn pendant. And how I fracked it afterwards, cause protection scroll is extinct in Maple Sea except for the one in Cash Shop. I actually saved up enough Maple points to frack my Dom 7 times. That was how scared I was. But funnily enough, I passed all of them, but I don't want to lose a Dom. It's something that I really like. So, and it's the best pendant in the game, so yeah, there you go. Next is my Blazing Sun pendant. It's another 17 star 20 star and above pendant. I got it because it can go to 17 star. Season 1 item, so I can't really flame it that well, but it is what it is. 1 line of strength, unique. I should get it to 2 lines strength by right, but right now I don't have money to do that, so soon in the future, working, I guess. This is 9% strength epic, so not much here. It's just the frag that I'm happy of. Other than that, it's pretty standard. I need to reflame it as well, so that's that. Next is my Fafnir Spear. Hasn't changed at all from last time. It's the same weapon that I've been using, so I guess this is the big weakness of why my damage isn't spiking, because my weapon's the same. By right it should be 17% boss, 9% attack, but I'm happy with what it is for now. At least hopefully I can get an Arcane Shade Spear, because I don't feel like recubing this anymore than what it is, because I'm a free to play player. I stopped spending cash since 2016, so this is kind of one of the best that I can get. Like, if you're a free-to-play player, you want to aim for 2 line, that's positive, and this is technically 2.5 line of positive, because strength is pretty good, but you don't really want it on a weapon. But I'm happy for what it is for now, at least until I'm trying to get Arcane Shade, but we'll see how that works out. Arcane Shade is really expensive in Maple Sea, it's not something achievable yet. Next is Tyrant Hades belt, my Tyrant belt. It's only 5-star because I don't have money, and all the extra coins I get from Magnus, I've been selling it for belt because I need money. So here it is. Flame is normal. Maybe I'll reflame it one day, I'm not sure yet, but it's 15% strength. Since it's all stats 6%, 9% strength, which is technically 2 prime lines, but yeah, it's only 5-star for now. I'll try, see the word is try, to 10-star it once I have enough money or testicle/balls to do it. But for now, it's very basic. Do normal things, yeah. Next is my Fafnir Helmet. Got it to 21% strength compared to, I forgot what stat it was last time. I think it was 9% strength. I think all 3 of my Fafnir back then was 9% strength legendary lines. And then for a period, I got them to 12% and I just stopped it there. A friend of mine called me to be brave and cubed them to at least 21%, and I was like, okay. And I think I spent like 8 bill on purple cube, and I got all 3 of them to 21% strength, which I'm pretty happy with. And then because of that, I have extra leftover cube, and I cubed the Shining Red Warrior Meister symbol, which I have lying around, but I didn't want to use it because it's only unique but doesn't have any special lines at all, and it will lose out to my previous equip, the Aqualine crystal, which I think I still have. Oh yeah, here it is, and lose out to this, so I didn't want to do it even though it's 17-star. But after that, after like 2 cubes, I got it to 15% strength, and then I continued cubing my other, I think it was like my pants, and I clicked wrong, I cubed this again, and I cubed away 15% strength, and then I used 3 cubes again, and I got 15% strength again. So a roller coaster of emotion for this shiny red Meister symbol, I would say. But yeah, the one I'm very happy for, because I think I got really high weapon attack for this, so happy about that. Chaos Penguin Mark, 9% strength. I tried to get either 15% strength or 15% strength or legendary, but it didn't tear up and it didn't get 9% strength. I've been using quite a lot of cube on this. I've been getting 9 strength, no strength, 6 strength. Now we're back to 9 strength. So here's the hoping the next few cube will get luckier, but it is what it is now. Chaos Pink Bean Mark. I wish it was a black bean mark, but I mean, at least it's still a 17-star eye accessory, so no complaints there. Next on my Fafnir, both of them are pretty standard. They're both just 21% strength. I spell trace them. I spell trace all my armors 30%, so they're not chaos, nothing special about them at all. They just equip that work. And funny story about the protection scroll, this Fafnir protection scroll was back when protection scrolls still exist in the game and they were really cheap. And I use it on it, and it's pretty useless now, but it's been there since. So yeah, pretty standard Fafnirs. Next is my Tyrant Boots. I would say it's the weakest among my items right now, because it's just a 5-star Tyrant. There's nothing special about it, and it's 9% strength. It's not even unique, so it's pretty crap right now. I would say it's pretty shit. Flames is decent, I would say, but other than that, this boot's pretty shit. I should by right try to like at least 8-star it, but I'm really low on funds. I have a bit of money, but right now in storage, but they're really little. It's not worth mentioning. And I'm trying to help a friend that came back to Maple to fund his account. So after that is done, then I'll jump back to my account. So yeah. Next is my Meister Year stats. It's 15% strength as well. Flame is pretty good, so I'm planning to just keep this. And the Wah is okay, I guess. It's not the best. Hammered it twice as well. So a few items I hammered twice. All my Fafnir I hammered twice. My weapon I hammered twice as well. And the Meister Earring I hammered twice. So it's like 1, 2, and then 1, 2, because I always wait for sales before I hammer. So there you go. Yeah, nothing much. Ad pod is total crap because it's before Transfer Hammer came out, so it's garbage. But yeah, it is what it is. And next is Meister Shoulder. It's I got this Meister Shoulder from auction house. It was 10 bill on sale, and I just got it because it was already 21% strength, but it wasn't scrolled or starred, so I cocked it twice and ICSOG it twice and throw an ad pod scroll on it, turned out to be crap. So yeah, because you can't transfer hammer legendary potential, and it's already like this, so I can't really transfer hammer it, and this is what I got for ad pod. Kinda wish I'm a mage right now, but because I really need more magic attack, right? Like this and this. Oh my god, I love this game, right? Like Maple Story loves me. This is my old Meister Shoulder, which I kept. Oh wait, this is my Lionheart, I think. Is it? Oh yeah, this is my old Meister Shoulder. I keep using cubes on it. It never got 2 lines of strength as well. It's always around 6 or 9, 6 or 9, 6 or 9, and I dumped a decent amount of cubes on it, and I just like fuck it. And I saw auction house had this like amazing 21% Meister Shoulder, and I'm like, why the fuck would I still wanna cube mine? I could just get it for 10 bill, and I did. Maybe some would say it's not worth it, but I mean, save me the trouble. I'm okay with it. Like, I'm tired of like not getting any results. And then next is the second item that I bought from auction house. I actually bought the glove first before the shoulder, and yeah, I got it because it's hammered twice and the potential is really nice. The flame is pretty decent as well. The potential is 8% crit damage, which I want, and decent speed infusion, which I want. Because I actually still kept my old glove, which I talked about last time. It's my decent sharp eye glove. I haven't changed it at all. It's been the same pair of glove. It serves me well. I just need it for sharp eyes, alright? Then there's this glove, which is hammered twice as well, so there's a cash hammer there, and perfectly scrolled. So yeah, I thought like, yeah, I'm just gonna get this, and I'm planning to 18 star it, because it's losing out on Absolab weapon attack, or even Tyrants, and I just want to try to like near the line between my Fenceller and other gloves, because Fenceller by default loses by 1 slot, so it's already losing there, so I'm just trying to help my Fenceller glove. Like, this is my old Lionheart glove, and it's like, holy shit, right? It's like so much better in terms of just raw stats. So I'm trying to help my Fenceller to get at least equal to others. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. It has 10 weapon attack as ad pod as well, so I'm gonna try to 18 star it. Try. The keyword there is try. Next is my Android, which is my Beauty Roid. I think everyone that did the event will know that Beauty Roid is probably the best Android in the game. So I fully spell traced it, so it's 77 plus 77 weapon attack. I guess I could still golden hammer it, but I'll see if I want to golden hammer it when it comes. Oh, shout out to HS Square for giving out so much MVP buff in Aquila. Thank you for making this server awesome. But let's go back to this. Ad pod is you can't transfer hammer ad pod for hard, so it's total crap. I get 10 jump. Like, why does Dark Knight even need 10 jump when their reincarnation gives them like oh wait, it only gives them more speed, but I don't need 10 jump. I think my shoe gives me a lot of jump as well, so this is absolute shit. If I remove it, do I still have? Oh, I can't. Never mind that. So yeah, 9% strength. I got it too. I actually still have a second heart, the exact same Beauty Roid heart on my bishop, and that's like my spare heart. What I plan to do with that heart is if there's ever an event that gives like 10 weapon attack or something to a heart, I might consider making a second heart just so I get more wow for the heart. But for now, this heart is great. It's amazing. It's a lot better than my X heart, which is also from an event Android, the Star Heart, which I actually used the Party Quest scroll 10 wa to scroll it to, 5 wa to scroll it to 50 weapon attack, which is pretty good as well, and the potential is actually pretty good. It's 3% strength, so it just loses out to the Beauty Roid heart, but I was happy with it, and Beauty Royal Heart is just a better heart, that's all. Next is my emblem. I don't think it's changed since the last equip video that I made. It's 35% ignore defense, 9%. Oh, the thing that's changed is the 9% accuracy from the deadline, because accuracy got removed from the game. So they changed it to strength. So I get free damage. But given a chance, I would like to recoup this to probably 35 or 40% ignore defense and 9% attack. But of course that's like the dreamline. So for now it's like that. I want to try using the monthly from the Fairy Brothers Black Cube to get it to a better line than this. I mean, this is a decent line already, I just want a better line, that's all. Next is my Crystal Ventus badge, which I wear for 3-set effect for boss. I actually have another better badge than this, which is the Hospital Director badge in terms of raw stats, but it loses to the Crystal Ventus badge because of the boss effect. That's it. So if I find another boss set to take over the Crystal Ventus badge, I'll re-equip back my Hospital Director's badge. But Crystal Ventus badge gives more stats for now, so why not, I guess. But the Hospital, there's another badge that's better than both of these badges, is the Lania's Triple Lunchbox, and yeah, I explained it in my last equip video that I made that I did not get that badge, and it's one of my biggest regrets in the game. But at least they released a badge that somewhat is quite near the Lania's Triple Lunchbox badge, which only loses by 5 Wa, so I'm happy, and I got it, so yeah. Next is the my medal, which is Maple of Dreams. I missed out on the absolute palette medal thing, so I'm actually, be honest, it's my own kind of pet peeve. I don't like medals that don't get registered in the collection. I like to have medals that are in the collection because it looks nice, and you can just rebuy it when you want to. But that one wasn't in the collection, and in terms of raw range, that one loses to my Medal of Dreams. And right now my boss damage is a decent amount because of my weapon and my secondary weapon, which I'll get to later. So I don't know if 3% boss will give me more damage than, I think it was like around 5k range. So it's up for debate, but this medal is basically the same stat as Nowhere, No Place Like Home from the Sea Tower, so I have no intention of getting rid of it so soon, unless Maple Story comes up with a better medal that's a lot better than this, or just better than this. I'll probably get it. It's actually, this medal isn't like this, it's actually got changed from the, which one again? The Singapore and Malaysia National Day medals. It's actually the exact same stat. It's just that once that event was over, and when we came back to our account, it got automatically changed to this, and we were like, what? We can actually still buy back the medals of Malaysia and Singapore medal, because like I said, that's why I like medals in the collection. But yeah, I didn't buy them back because I think it's quite unique to have a medal that nobody knows the true stats of, because if they double click me and they click collection, they can't really see the true stats of this medal. So that's why I'm wearing it, and I can't get this back from collection, so yeah, that's that. Next after medal is my secondary weapon. This has changed pretty happily. There was one period when this Berserk Chain was only 12% attack and 12% damage and 9% int. For a long period of time, it was actually that stat. Until recently, like 2 months ago, a friend of mine just called me to recube it because she believed that it can get better, and this is what I got. I got 70% boss damage and 9% damage, which is technically 79% boss damage, so I just kept it. Of course, I wish it's 9% attack. I mean, who wouldn't, right? But hey, I'm happy with it. And the airport is of course crap because I get bad luck with airport, and I don't have money to play airport, so boo-hoo. I wish all of my airport was 10 Wa too, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. Next is my Tyrant Cape. This is actually not my Tyrant Cape, this is actually my true Tyrant Cape. But it bombed like too many times, and I spent like 18 bill on it and still like refused to star more than 9 stars. I just tried to get it to 10 star actually, and a friend of mine sold me a 10 star cape back then, was like 2 years ago for 20 bill or like 18 bill I think after discount, because body discount, and I'm like, okay, it's gonna be worth it. I'm not sure if I'll call it worth it, but I mean, it is what it is now. It's a 10-star Tyrant cape. It's not the best cape in the world, but it gets the job done though. It's 9% strength, epic as well. All my epic are at least 9% strength because of how Sus Cube works now, so they're all at least 9% strength. So there we go. Nothing too special about it, it's pretty shit to be honest. So that's my equip. Cash equip is cash equip, they're all permanent. I have one aura pendant. I'm planning to buy another aura pendant when Arc comes out, so that I have 2 aura pendant and it makes it look nice. That's the only reason I want to. It's not because it gives more stats, actually, it's just because it looks nice. And it gives stats, I guess, to be honest, but yeah. Next are all 3 of my mileage pet, which I got from farming boss mileage every day. Recently, I actually just got it recently. Before that, I was using the classic 3 pets of my Harp Seal, which I still have, because all 3 of them are miraculous pet that will never expire. So yeah, this is actually the Harp Seal, Yummy. You know who you are, Yummy, okay? I got it because it was permanent, the first permanent pet I got. I actually bought the pet loot for it. Last time it doesn't even have pet loot, and I bought auto HP MP potion for it. So it's actually a really good pet because it can auto HP MP me. But all 3 of these give me wow. So you don't complain, you don't say no to free weapon attack. But they're all 3 still here, so yeah. These 2 got a pet auto buff. These 3 got pet auto buff. The tiger of mine doesn't have anything. You just have item pickup. So yeah, all 3 of them are named after my buddy that I like. This is Yummy, this is Ding, and this is someone who called me to name my tiger Peaky, which I still think is kind of cute, but yeah, it is what it is. And all 3 of these are unnamed because I don't have name tag for them. Oh, I have the chicken cackle thing, which I named it after X3 Stupid, which is my friend too. So that's my pet. Android equip are the Maple Anniversary equip. I didn't actually want it to wear the Maple Anniversary equip because it's not very nice, but they can't be put into cache storage because it says right there cannot be stored in cache storage. So I have no place to dump it except for my Android. So sorry, Android. Like, I still keep the weapon actually. I know you can recycle it, but I don't really want to recycle it because it looks decent. At least it looks okay, but I just wish that you can put in cache storage. Like, come on, Maple, come on, man. Not cool. Next is my Cymbals. Cymbals are the proof of how diligent you do your daily, and I have 8,500 strength right now, which is 850 arcane force. So you can tell I'm decently diligent in my arcane force. Not the most diligent, but decently diligent. That's all I can say. Choo Island will of course be the first one to max all the time, and this scared me because it says 0/411. So who knows, Maple might one day really release more than level 20, and I don't want that to happen, so I just do Choo Island for a period, but I got bored of it afterwards. I think this symbol is level 11, but I stopped doing already because it's just boring. If it comes back, it comes back. I'll continue doing Choo Island. If not, it's like, fuck yeah, I'm not gonna do it anymore. So that's my arcane equipment. Next, I'll show you my I'll show you my link skill first. My link skill hasn't changed because you know why later. Okay, I have all link skill in the game, and right now I'm using it for my damage because I went to use it just now with my friend, which I'll probably make a video of that after I make a video of Damien first. Then I'll make a video of Lucid, which I actually have in my hard drive. It's just I'm lazy to do it. But it doesn't actually take that long, but I'm just a bit lazy, so sue me. I'm just kidding. So here's all my link skill. They're all standard damage link skill. There's not much to talk about. When I train, I take off Pirate's Blessing, Fury Unleash, and Intensive Assault from Kadena, and just put Elven Blessing, Combo, Kill Advance, and Rune Persistent. So I get more EXP that way. So that's my link skill. It hasn't changed because I mean link skill is link skill. You always need link skill. Oh, I removed the Cygnus Blessing now because I think they're useless now. So yeah, they're not that good anymore. They used to be great, but now it's still like Next is my matrix. I'll show you my V matrix as my cores are done. My enhancement core are done. By right, I should have 6 skill maxed out, but I'm not a perfect player, so I have 5 skill maxed out. The 5 important one. DK technically only need 5 skill to be maxed out, so I'm okay with it. I have final attack. To those who said final attack, okay, it's not worth leveling up, right? Okay, this is very wrong. Okay, final attack. Once you use core enhancement on it to the max, right, it deals the same amount of damage as 1 line of Gungnir. You're technically getting 13 line of Gungnir every 40% of your attack. That's really good. Yes, you need to be very near the boss for it to trigger, because it's melee range. But if it triggers, it's a free line, so why don't you want to enhance it? And you're gonna enhance 4 skills anyway, because DK has another skill where you need to enhance, but thanks to Iceland Guns for telling all DK about this, so I had time to build, and I got Beholder's enhancement, and I maxed it out because it increases, as you can see, it's stated right there, Beholder's impacts final damage. It's an enhancement core that increases your 5th job's damage. That's insane. So Iceland Gun, credit to you, so for informing all the DKs out there about this. I was very against rebuilding my core, to be honest, because I already had Dark Impale, Gungnir, Dark Synthesis, and Final Attack, to be honest, back then, but I know it had to be done, so I just bite the bullet and just kind of remake what I can with my core, and it wasn't even that bad. I didn't even need to remake that much, so there you go. That's my Beholder enhancement. Impale, of course, standard attack, you need to max. Gungnir, cost. Hyper, arguable if you want to max it or not, but I guess you can just max it. It does deal a decent amount of damage. It's very slow skill though, so I'd rather just spam Gungnir all the way than just use the hyper skill, but it is what it is. And before this, I was training a bit more, so I used Erda Shower. Erda Shower is pretty good for training in lower path, even for a DK, so even though we have so much hyper AoE skills, I still use it. I think it's just nice to have another AoE skill. Aura Weapon is maxed recently. All my 3 important skill, Aura Weapon, Dark Spear, and Beholder's Impact is maxed. So I'm very happy about that, because after I maxed my enhancement core, even before I maxed out my enhancement core, as in where I still use a booster core, where I call it a booster core, where my cores unmaxed and I needed to use a 5th core to boost up my core so that it becomes 50-50-50. I stopped buying cores from auction house, because there was one period where I bought auction house a lot, because my drop rate was just bad, because I don't have any drop rate gear, as you saw from my equipment video, because I'm poor. I'm free to play. It's a worthwhile investment. I'll be honest, drop rate is worthwhile to get if you really want to get it. But right now, my strat is just to buy twin coupon for a month and then just farm whenever I train. And I get a lot more costs like that, I realized. So that's how I get my costs now. And skill that I can max, I just max it. Decent Holy Symbol for Decent Holy Symbol. Rogue Connect, I just add it whenever I get a Rogue Connect core. Steadfast core is actually catching up pretty fast to other cores, which is pretty good, because Steadfast core is actually a really good skill during bossing, so I won't say no to free strength and free damage when you get hit. Blitz Shield is really good as well, to be honest. It's one of the more underrated skill of DK, because of Warrior, as Explorer Warrior, because you can tank 1 hit KO skill with this, especially as a DK, because you can just lifesteal the missing 5% HP that you stole, used, and you can just lifesteal it back, and you can use it as AoE attack in lower path as well with Blitz Shield, so it's a really good skill, to be honest, Blitz Shield. Next is Decent Combat Orders. I added to level 2 because I don't want to accidentally disassemble a core, because I don't know, it's like, oh, it's a level 2 core, okay, I'm not going to disassemble this. And I did the same to my Advanced Blast as well, because I keep accidentally what's the call again? Disenchanting, yeah, my Decent Advanced Blast and Decent Combat Orders, because yeah, I don't know why. Erda Shower, I guess I should do that for my Erda Shower as well, because I actually quite often disenchant my Erda Shell as well, so gotta be careful with that. But that's all my 5th job skill. Very standard, nothing special. Here's my Tricourse. Final attack, Beholder Impact, and Dark Synthesis. Dark Impale, Gungnir, and Beholder Impact, and Gung, Final Attack, Dark Impale. Basically everything that I need, so yeah. They're not the best Tricore, but I mean it works for me, it's fine, it's good enough as it is. So that's my V-Core, V-Matrixes, and finally I will show you my Maple Union in hopes that I can render this video out. So yes, I am level 8000 in my Maple Union. It's something I'm very happy to say, proud to tell for. It means that I just spent a lot of time in this game, okay? And I have 39, 200 actually, not 40, cause my DK is 230 plus. So my last Union character technically is my Ilium. He's only 181. I got him to 181 so that I can do dojo with him as well. So there it is. I'm gonna 200 him eventually, but here's my Union core. This is my Union table. This is my normal Union table. It's very focused towards ignore defense, cause I believe I need more. More ignore defense always good. So I have 91% ignore defense with this Union board. Normally I'll have around 85 or 84 to 86 without this Union ignore defense. But this is my Union board that I use against very high ignore defense bosses like Lucid, Lotus, and Damien, and Cymbals, or Syrah in general. But normally I would use this one. This is my bossing Union board. Because I have 3 Union board because I'm 8k Union now, so I get a lot of extra coins every day. So I just opened 3 Union board. The first one is ignore defense. Is the board I use normally on normal bossing, to be honest. Second is the board I use for training. It's very focused for the EXP. It's maxed out. Next is buff duration that's maxed out. Crit damage is just simply put. Like the rest of the boards are just, you can tell that they're simply put it, cause I just want the max obtainable EXP. Like I don't care about other stuff. But coincidentally, because of this, my Union board looks like a swastika symbol of the Nazi. But yeah, I'm gonna get demonetized, but I'm never monetized in YouTube anyway. I don't have enough subs, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, this is my second board for EXP, and the third board is for bossing or Dreambreaker, because Dreambreaker needs boss damage, or Dojo, so I can clear Dojo faster because it needs boss damage and doesn't care about ignore defense. But I actually copy one guy's board from what's that called again? Maple Top. His board is actually very nice, but he needed all max level magician, and my Ilium's not max level, so I had to like build around it. But it's not bad. The end result I'm happy with, and I need 2 crit rate anyways for my DK, because my DK is a bit retarded. The reason why he's a bit retarded is my fault, because he doesn't have 100% crit all the time. He only has 90% now, which I'm okay with because Beholder will buff you anyway. What I'm not okay with is cause I removed Phantom Instinct. Cause my hyper skill, oh, I haven't shown my hyper skill. My hyper skill, I actually removed hyper critical from reincarnation. Oh wait, I kept hyper critical rate from reincarnation and removed Phantom Link skill. So because of that, I have slightly enough but not enough crit rate, cause the rest I can just get from the Union board of Night Lord and the Crossbow Master, which gives 4% crit rate by themselves. See, 4% crit rate, and Night Lord is 4% crit rate as well. So because of that, it gives 8, which means my crit rate will be 88, which is very close to what I need, because I need 90%, and then Beholder will just do the rest. So I just use Maple Union, Maple Union to compensate for the 2 remaining crit rate. And yeah, there you go. I know a lot of people would argue for DK's hyper crit, I'm not hyper crit, hyper stats in general, because DK's hyper stat can be moved around. I realize you would want hyper buff reinforce, to be honest. This is very good. It's 30 Wa on top of the 40 Wa that Beholder buffs give you. So it's 70 Wa that is amplified by percent attack if you have percent attack. in your potential, so it's really no-brainer not to get it. Buff Beholder Reinforced is worth getting. I saw Iceling Guns didn't get it, or Kobe didn't get it, but I want to get mine because it stays right there on the description. Maybe he's playing KMS so he doesn't know, but it actually increases Beholder impacts as damage as well, which means it further increases our 5th drop damage, which is insane. So yeah, I got it. Hyper Reincarnation final damage might be worth getting next patch after they buffed it even more, but I still won't get it cause 30% final damage is really good, but it's only there when you die. So I'm not gonna do that cause you're not supposed to die. Reincarnation is supposed to be entered by accident, not like, alright, I'm gonna go Reincarnation and abuse the fuck out of my power. No, you don't do that. That's stupid. You're supposed to save lives for bossing. So, not worth getting. And plus, at endgame bosses, you realize as a Dark Knight, you can't hit a lot as well, even during Reincarnation, because the boss just flies around everywhere. Next is Hyper Crit Rate. I mean, I explained why I want Hyper Crit Rate. I thought of removing it, but in the end, I think it's more worth to get Hyper Crit Rate and replace another Link skill as opposed to replace Hyper Crit Rate for another Hyper skill. Because what you can replace for Hyper Crit Rate, right, is you get 10% boss damage for your Gungnir, which sounds good, but you can just use that hyper points to get back the crit rate and just get for maybe when Arc comes out and just get the Arc Link skill instead of the Cannon Master Link skill, which I use now, which is 12% damage if you continue attacking in the monster, which is better than 10% boss. If it's 20% boss, then it's very debatable, but it's just 10% boss because it got nerfed like 2 years ago. So yeah, I haven't added it since. Gungnir, ignore 20% more boss defense is good because ignore defense is always good, and just increase 20% more damage because I think more damage in general compared to 10% boss is, yeah, it's just, I don't know how the math of this works, but I still think 20% damage increase overall is better than just 10% boss, because 10% boss is actually pretty low. Next is hyperactive skill. Yeah, hyperactive skill, so yeah. Next is my hyper stats. Very standard. I'm adding strength now because I have nothing else to add. I maxed my crit rate, damage, no defense, boss damage. Nothing else to add, so I'm probably gonna max strength already next, and then I'm gonna add dex and dex 2 and HP 1, as I saw those 250 people before. Oh yeah, I'm 246, so hooray! But that's all for my equips. Nothing much. Very standard. I'm at floor 44 for Dojo. That's the highest I can go. And floor 90 in Dreambreaker is the highest I can go. But I cheated my way up by using title, event-based title that gives me a lot of raw damage. And I just really got a floor 90, and now every time I enter floor 90, I just need to drink green buff and hyper use all the hyper skill and then go in and clear it and then get it out. So yeah, very boring Dreambreaker for me, I would say, but it is what it is. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I guess I don't know, subscribe if you like, but if you don't, then it's okay. I understand why, but thanks for watching. I hope you have a good day, and bye.